If you wanted to hold super secret meetings with extraterrestrial beings, where would you do that? Any guesses? Well, in December 2021, just that occurred, and I'm going to let you think about it for a few minutes. Oona is a scientific emissary from the Intergalactic Confederation, also known as the Guardians, and she has given us an update through Elena Danon that I think you are going to like. As always, Elena's link to her webpage is in the description. I will also link Danny Henderson's page, who Elena did the interview with. Danny is a contactee and author with great insight as well. If you like this video and find the information valuable, please share it with your friends and family. We must wake people up to what the Disclosure Initiative is, because the stage has been set. Lives have been lost, and now it's the people of Earth's time to wake up. Put down the games and learn about what is happening in your world, because it's about to change in a big way, and you have the choice of swiftly and smoothly transitioning into an amazing new world, or spending months or years mentally screwed up because you didn't see it coming. As always, it's your choice. In addition to sharing, I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel if you are a good person at heart. We have a little community of beautiful people that you should check out too. I hope you love this video as much as I loved making it. If you want to support my channel and help me bring more great content your way, a super thanks would be amazing. Your support makes all the difference. Thanks for being part of our community. Chapter 1. The Jupiter Agreements. First, let's talk about this secret meeting held on a base in Antarctica. To set this up, we will go back to about July 11th or 12th, 2021. This is the date that the Jupiter Agreements were made between extraterrestrial beings and world governments. At this meeting, the elite of the world were warned that another meeting would be held in 5 months, and they should be prepared to surrender. The reason the 5-month warning was given was to prevent the implosion of our financial system, without an alternative in place, which would cause further devastation on Earth. Thor Hahn said, "There are better ways." Personally, I believe him because the Federation has helped many other civilizations throughout time, and they have a bit more experience at this than we do. Chapter 3. The Antarctica Link. You may or may not know that Antarctica is not as deserted, isolated, or restricted as you have been made to think. It is widely known that John Kerry went there in 2016. I wonder what that was about. The continent of Antarctica is about the size of the United States, and the fact is that the tips of Chile and Argentina are only 600 miles from Antarctica. Australia is 1,800 miles, and South Africa is about 2,500 miles. There are 4 airstrips with facilities. Currently, no commercial airlines operate regular flights to Antarctica. Travel to the continent is generally limited to specialized tours, research personnel, and logistical operations. Under the Antarctic Treaty System, which governs international relations and activities in Antarctica, no country can claim sovereignty over any part of the continent. However, several countries have made territorial claims in the region based on historical exploration and international agreements. These claims are based on geographic regions, such as the British Antarctic Territory or the Australian Antarctic Territory. Australia has claimed about 42% of the continent and has 3 stations there. Chile has claimed only 10%, but they actually have a civilian development named Villa Las Estrellas, which translates to Village of the Stars. Since there is reportedly a portal to space on Australia, could this development be space travelers? The official narrative is they are full-time scientists and their families. 7 countries have made territorial claims on Antarctica: Argentina, Australia, Chile, France, New Zealand, Norway, and the United Kingdom. As of 2024, 30 countries operate research bases in Antarctica, one of them being the United States. Did you note, however, that the United States has no claim of land in Antarctica? The United States, along with other signatories, signed the Antarctic Treaty in 1959. This treaty was designed to promote international cooperation, scientific research, and to prevent any assertion of new territorial claims. The treaty effectively suspends new claims of sovereignty and does not recognize or dispute existing claims. The U.S. has chosen not to make a formal territorial claim in Antarctica. Instead, it operates under the provisions of the Antarctic Treaty, but does not control any land in Antarctica. It does, however, operate 3 research bases under the Antarctic Treaty System, including the McMurdo Station, located on the southern tip of Ross Island. It is the largest and most significant U.S. base on the continent, serving as a major logistical hub. South Pole Station. Situated at the geographic South Pole, this station focuses on scientific research related to astronomy, glaciology, and climate. Palmer Station, located on Anvers Island off the Antarctic Peninsula, Palmer Station is used for research in biological and environmental sciences. Also, there appears to be 3 secret bases that the United States doesn't admit to. Base 211, Neuschwabenland Base, was established by Nazi Germany during World War II. It was a secret underground base that is believed to have been repurposed by other nations, including the US, and is still in use. The dumb, deep underground military base. Why should Antarctica be any different from the rest of the world? Of course, there are deep underground military bases, DUMBs, in Antarctica, used by various nations, including the US, for secretive activities. These bases are said to be hidden beneath the ice or within mountains. Lastly, the Black Pyramid, which is a large, ancient pyramid structure located beneath the Antarctic ice. It is associated with advanced technology and ancient civilizations, and it's got the ancient drawings to prove it. The Black Pyramid is often tied to secretive government operations, and I can't verify it, but I believe this is where the Antarctica meeting occurred in December 2021. As mentioned, the Federation and Alliance put the Cabal on formal notice that they would meet again in 5 months for their surrender. I was able to find a few attendees of that meeting, including Klaus Schwab, founder and executive chairman of the World Economic Forum, and Christine Lagarde, who was the president of the European Central Bank, attended the highly secret meeting. Brad Garlinghouse and David Schwartz were also present. Both are prominent figures in the cryptocurrency and blockchain space, particularly known for their roles at Ripple, a technology company that focuses on digital payment protocols, and the cryptocurrency XRP. Also present were representatives of the Galactic Federation and the Global Alliance of Earth. The meeting was arranged to negotiate a surrender of the elite and their monetary control. The elite's part in this was to assist in the transition of the global financial system. In return for their surrender, they would be able to live a full life and be cared for, but imprisoned in another galaxy so they could cause no more harm to Terra or the people. Schwartz and Garlinghouse were invited for very different reasons. Their cryptocurrency and blockchain experience could be helpful in creating a smooth transition. We have expected that the quantum financial system would be linked to the quantum internet that is being created by Elon Musk through SpaceX and his Starlink satellite system, which has been deploying satellites at lightning speed. I'll link the video about what Elon Musk is doing at the end of this video. The Federation and the Alliance work by something known as whitemail, as opposed to blackmail. Whitemail gives the person, such as Schwab, the option to make things right. Blackmail profits by their lack of integrity. On December 14, 2021, Thor Hahn communicated the following message to Elena. The Terran elites under enemy leadership complied to meet on the southern continent with our representatives in order to hand over to the Earth Alliance their powers upon the global financial system. This ancient system is to be replaced by the new system that is to be put in place by the Earth Alliance. They are being offered in exchange a life off-world with all commodities. On August 26, 2024, Oona gave Elena an update on the progress of the December 2021 meeting. Oona explained the option for the Cabal, which was to remain on Earth, where they will be subjected to execution by those they enslaved once they are away, which is happening now. By now, we have heard that executions of many has already occurred as a result of military tribunals. Well, they didn't take the deal. Though there is no doubt that the Cabal knows they have lost, they are going out fighting till the end, trying to inflict as much possible damage to the people of Earth who they despise. That's a true demon for you. Oona advised that the disclosure plan is working, and that it was created by the Earth Alliance. So we aren't just sitting here helplessly allowing the Federation to do our work. Some brave men and women on Earth have put this thing together, with guidance, I'm sure. Oona told us that it's time for us to wake up and rebuke those who enslaved us for 2,000 years. Also that the Chiakar Empire has been destroyed and worlds are waking up and becoming part of the Federation. We are not a member planet yet, but we're working on it. Okay guys, next is the part that really was exciting for me. Then Oona went on to convey that the times that are coming are the times of a golden peace, where more civilizations will rejoice and meet each other, exchange cultural, spiritual, and technological knowledge, and you will see we will be here as well. The very fact that your planet is moving into a higher frequency will allow you all to see us better and meet us in a similar physicality, with lesser help from technology. Once you reach this average level of 5 density frequency, you are here with us all. It has already happened. You will learn what space is and what our vessels are made of. I don't know about you guys, but this is getting pretty exciting. This info is coming straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak. I used to love Mr. Ed. In closing, Oona expressed that she was watching the swamp, as we call it, throw its worst monsters to us, but we are strong and slaughtering them with our indifference and superiority of spirit. We are walking away from the monsters, no longer giving them our attention, which is what they feed on, and they will die from hunger. The link to the full script to this and all of Oona's messages will be linked in the description for further research. We all are so tired of this world, but as Oona communicated, we should leave the sword bearers finish their work. Oona has said the plan is irreversible. Regardless of the delays, the shift is going to happen and you've been chosen to be part of it. Everyone wants a date. Well, let's take a look at where we are. I am going to describe the symptoms of a completely morally degraded society, and I want you to think about it and tell me, are we there yet? Pervasive corruption. Widespread dishonesty and corruption across institutions, including government, business, and law enforcement. Bribery, fraud, and abuse of power become the norm rather than the exception. Erosion of justice. Injustice becomes commonplace, with legal systems favoring the powerful and wealthy. The concept of fairness is abandoned, and those in power manipulate laws to their advantage, often at the expense of the vulnerable. Breakdown of trust. Mistrust prevails in all relationships, whether between individuals, communities, or institutions. Social bonds weaken, and people become increasingly isolated, skeptical, and cynical. Rampant exploitation. Exploitation of others for personal gain becomes widespread. This can manifest in human trafficking, labor exploitation, and the mistreatment of the environment for profit, with little regard for the consequences. Loss of empathy. A significant decline in empathy and compassion for others. People become indifferent to the suffering of others, and acts of kindness or altruism are rare. Normalization of violence. Violence becomes an accepted part of life, whether through physical aggression, domestic abuse, or systemic violence by the state. Media and entertainment may glorify violence, and it becomes a common method of resolving conflicts. Moral relativism. Ethical standards are eroded, with people believing that right and wrong are subjective or irrelevant. There is a widespread belief that anything goes if it benefits oneself, regardless of the harm caused to others. Dehumanization. Dehumanization of certain groups, where individuals or communities are treated as less than human. This can lead to discrimination, racism, sexism, and other forms of bigotry becoming normalized. Cultural decay. The arts and culture reflect a decline in values, often promoting nihilism, hedonism, and materialism. Traditional cultural norms and practices that foster community and ethical behavior are discarded. Destruction of social institutions. Institutions like family, education, and religion, which traditionally uphold moral standards, lose their influence or are co-opted to serve corrupt purposes. There is a general breakdown in societal structures that once provided stability and moral guidance. Poverty and inequality. Extreme poverty and social inequality become rampant, with a large disparity between the rich and poor. The wealthy and powerful dominate, while the majority struggle with basic needs, leading to increased crime and social unrest. Despair and nihilism. A sense of hopelessness and meaninglessness pervades society. Many people become apathetic, losing faith in the future or any possibility of positive change. This can lead to increased mental health issues, substance abuse, and suicide rates. What do you think, guys? Are we nearing the point of implosion? Have we hit rock bottom? As cruel as it sounds, there was no other way. If anyone knows how to fight the forces of evil, it's this dream team backing us. I sleep better knowing they are in control. I'm going to close this video out with a quote from Elon Musk. You want to wake up in the morning and think the future is going to be great. And that's what being a spacefaring civilization is all about. It's about believing in the future and thinking that the future will be better than the past. And I can't think of anything more exciting than going out there and being among the stars.